All right, Israel, Shalom, Kahala, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Brakati Yahawa, Brakati Yahawashi, Brakati Yahawa, Brakati Yahawashi, Brakati Yahawa, Brakati Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and peace and blessing to the Akim out there pushing this word with a labor of love, with truth and sincerity. All right, this is GMS Joplin with a quick lesson. Lesson is called Covenant and some of the curses. And, this is about probably a two-part through the Spirit. Little series that we're going to go into because I think it's really important that we definitely speak about a lot of these people, especially these people that come up and they're speaking of the Israelites, Black Hebrew Israelites. They're trying to break down Deuteronomy 28. They're trying to dissect the fact that they're Christians, and so that they're trying to say that they have a right to this gospel, they have a right to this truth, they have a right to these holy scriptures and these prophecies, and they don't, and they don't have the understanding to be able to understand it. So I want to be able to put something that, after carefully watching the elders, apostles, and other brothers break down Deuteronomy 28 and re-break it down, how I'm able to understand it and to teach, put a lesson out just for edification. All right, so we're just going to start here in Deuteronomy 28 chapter verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, so you see right here it's talking about curses. If you won't do, and you in this right here is Deuteronomy speaking to the children of Israel. Okay, so a lot of people, they don't debate that. We don't debate that. So we can clearly understand that. What they don't do, as far as when I say they, Christians, they do not observe and really appreciate the magnitude of these words. Here it tells you right here that it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken the voice of the Most High, Yahawa Bahashim Yahawashi, to observe to do all his commandments. All right, so it is literally saying that there's curses that's going to be upon you. Now, there is really no way you can get around that. There's no secret meeting that happened. So-called Jesus didn't die on the cross so that automatically curses were just dissolved. We know that because the scripture explains a lot of different things. We'll go hold that to the very end. We're going to come back to that, okay? So for now, Deuteronomy chapter 29, well, pause, put a bullet in that. You go in the blue letter Bible, you type in curses, you'll see a few scriptures that pop up. They'll tell you curses that happen from, the priest should write curses in a book, and Numbers and Deuteronomy 28:15. It tells you about that curse that will pop up with the children of Israel. It tells you in Deuteronomy 28:29. But let us go to Deuteronomy 29 and let's read a little bit about this, because this is really important. And that's why I said at the very end, we'll come back to the aspect of the covenant and the purpose of what the Most High actually recorded in his holy book. Okay? So Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 12 says, that thou shouldest enter into a covenant with the Most High thy power, and to his oath which the Most High thy power maketh with thee this day. Let us look up the etymology of the word covenant, at least what Google says, because for now we'll just use this. Covenant here, according to when you type it in Google, is the noun portion is a contract, an agreement, undertaking a commitment. Okay, so if you have a contract with something, people have, especially in Babylon, they have a different way of saying that contracts are made to be broken, promises are made to be broken. Well, that's under this wicked law of Esau. They don't have a loyal, moral, ethical compass whatsoever. So you can break anything at any time. It just doesn't matter, right? However, the Most High comments and contracts, Salakia, his contracts and covenants are forever. All right? We will prove that going on. However, in the verb aspect of it is to agree by lease, deed, or other legal contract. So that's what a covenant is, okay? Usually when you make a contract right now with cell phone provider, a loan of some sort, or some type of housing lease, or buying something, people usually make deals. They usually make clauses, contracts, commitments, agreements, guarantees. It gives you a sense of security. And that's very important. If you knew when you were a young child that you were going to be in trouble, punishment for something that happened, okay? And when your father gets home or your mother gets home, you were warned that you were actually going to get a spanking, right? You're actually going to get whooped. Then you know that, okay, listen, I need to prepare myself. I need to, clean up the house a little bit, do my homework, do something. So hopefully the punishment isn't as severe, because I know I'm going to get it. There ain't no talking mommy out. Ain't no talking dad out, of this punishment. It is what it is, all right? So you actually brace yourself. It's actually a guarantee. It makes you feel a little bit better because okay, listen, at least I know that I have some type of, I can count on this, and maybe I can do something to possibly lessen the punishment, not to be tortured as bad, right? So back to 29. And it says, that he may establish thee today for a people unto himself, and that he may be unto thee a God. Now listen, that we're God Alahayim, okay? And that's, let's go into that. Let's make sure that's what the word is, but we can clearly do that. 29:13, okay? And it says, that he may be established today, thee today for a people unto himself, God. All right. You could assume that, Elohim, right? Elohim, or in the Hebrews, Alahayim. All right. So we know that he was speaking unto the children of Israel. All right. Continue to go forward. It says, as he had said unto thee, and as he had sworn unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Now listen, this right here puts a hole in anyone that tries to say that what happens to the people of the Abraham. Now you're trying to say that Jacob, which is Jacob, his name was changed to Israel, which Yasharallah, all right, Prince of the Power. Okay, so so they're trying to say now what happened? Why isn't there a covenant for Abraham and Isaac? There is. It clearly says there's a covenant right here with Abraham and Isaac and to Jacob. So that debunks all of that. Only Jacob has that. What happened to the promises of the people before? Clearly, the Most High was dealing, okay, with other men, the fathers of Jacob. How stupid can you be just to say, well, it's just to Jacob and that's all that matters? So if there's such a covenant, if there's really, if these are Israel, what happened to Abraham? Well, there's an establishment, there's a contract, all right? There's something that he has sworn, the Most High had sworn, okay, to the fathers of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the forefathers, all right? So verse 14, neither will you only do I make this covenant and this oath. Remember? Contract, agreement, covenant, oath. Verse 15. But with him that standeth here with us this day before the Most High our power, Yahawa Bahashim Yahawashi, and also with him that is not here. Oh, that is not here. So anybody talking about Deuteronomy 28:29 or whatever is only speaking about at that time, that in that place, oh, there was a specific time where slave ships that left out of Egypt, and we can and the news says this at this time, and not the news but the history actually goes back and says this. Listen, you don't know what you're talking about. The scriptures actually tell you. All right, verse 15, but with him that standeth here with us this day before the Most High our power, and also with him that is not here with us this day. Okay? So listen, man, you people, you gotta give it up. But the script, but it's not for you. We know there's a special time coming when y'all gonna try to come at us. All right? And if anything, right now we're welcoming that because we want to get out of here. We need to vacate. And we need for all of your garbage and your rhetoric and the attack on the men of Yahawashi Yahawashi, the hopeful elect, to take place. Because this gets everybody else in the whole plan into motion. All right?